know what I find fascinating watching all of this shit with you on like ID channel and all this stuff, like going into these murders and everything. How come they never have a female attorney? How come they never have a female defense attorney?
I think OJ trial ruined
because of Marcia Clark, but she was prosecution. She was prosecution. How come there isn't like a Jose Baez?
Menendez had that girl, that lady.
Well, she got
Menendez brothers.
They got convicted.
I'm just saying, she was on the defense.
You think that's why it was?
Listen, I'm going to be totally honest. Wait, this is too much.
No, go ahead. This is what this is about.
The other day when I was flying, it wasn't the other day. It was like last month, and a woman was the captain. There was something in me. Naturally.
The captain of your plane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen a female captain of a plane.
Right. And there was like a second that is visceral and is like, you don't want it to be there, but it's there, where you have like a second of like, oh shit.
You wish a man was flying the plane.
It's just more natural. This is going to sound so bad. It's not what I'm trying to say, but like there was a second, I'm being totally honest. And I think everybody, if they're really honest with themselves, is like, oh, that's different. That's great. That's great. But that's different. And as far as defense attorney, do I feel like they would be better at it? Yes. But you're having to deal with so many different opinions. So it's the jury, you need to like you. You can't come off as a bitch. You can't come, so
the Marcia Clark thing might have ruined that.
So yeah. And it's like likability. And so when there's a strong woman that's, being a hard ass, then the jury's just instinctively not going to like that.
Right.
Right now. Maybe in the future, everything will change and there'll be women flying planes all over the place. But I think that's what it is right now, right?
Yeah, it's
deal with so many
interesting to hear
factors.
A woman say, hey, there is some jobs I don't want a woman to do.
It's not that I don't want them to do. And I'm sure she was great. And once I got out of
the plane landed, you got where you needed safely?
No, once I got out of that momentary instinct of like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Then you kind of go like, of course she would be better at making sure everything's taken care of and everything's what I mean? Like, yes, this makes sense. But
well, no, look.
I did have that moment. I had that moment.
On that, counter argument of this, there is some things that I don't want dudes doing for me.
Like
getting my hair cut.
Okay.
I don't ever want a dude to cut my hair. I just don't.
All right.
Not because I don't think they're qualified or whatever. I just trust a woman better simply for the fact that, when you go out in public or whatever you're doing, a hair is a big deal to guys. Mm-hmm. If you're going to bars, if you're going out, you want to look nice. You want your hair to look nice. Why? Because you want women to find you attractive, your wife to find you attractive, whatever you're doing. And the only person I trust with that is a woman to shape and sculpt it and do it to be like, hey, great. I did a good enough job, or you look fine enough that I feel proud of you to walk out into the world where you're like, all right, cool.
That makes sense.
This woman who cuts my hair.
Is there anything else like maybe a little bit above like a service industry that you want women to be doing?
Above a service industry?
Just like a little bit above like hairdressing or cooking your food.
Yeah. It's manual labor stuff. Like if my mechanic popped out and it was a girl, I'd be like,
but what about like your taxes or your
taxes? I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Doctors. You know what? Doctors. I actually prefer a female doctor.
Me too.
I think they're more meticulous and more. They don't want to go and play golf that day, which every other doctor does. I think
we're getting into some real
no, but I think they treat their job. I think they, as a doctor, I know we are. But here's the thing.
We went there.
I feel more confident, and it's like, all right, for whatever reason, like, because I have a female doctor here, and
so do I. Yeah.
She's very meticulous and very down the thing, and it's by the book and everything.
What about surgery?
Is great. Surgery itself, I want a man. I want a man in surgery.
This is so horrible.
I do. And it's not, because it's true.
No, it is. Let's get off.
It's true.
This
No,
topic.
let's not actually. Keep going, because this is actually a really great topic. Surgery, I want a man.
Okay.
I don't know, and specifically, let's go super deep with it. Specifically, I want an Indian man. Mm-hmm. I do, or Indian or Chinese. I really do. Asian, for some reason, I trust that they're smarter than like white Americans. So like, I really do. Like, I want a well-educated Asian man or an Indian man to do surgery on me.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
It's a weird thing.
Fixing your car.
Fixing my car as a man, obviously. Referees. There's a thing now in the NBA and the NFL where they have female referees.
That's a logistical thing, right? Like, you don't want them getting hit.
Yes. And it's simply for their safety, not mine. So when I watch them,
that's an instinctual thing too. Like,
it is,
maybe
but
she's
like,
hit me.
I know, but it's a distraction for me. Where like I find myself, because I was at a game where the first female NBA referee was reffing, and a fight broke out. Like there was a fight, and I was just like, oh shit. She got in there and tried to break it up, but like the two other dude referees got in there and really broke it up. And I was like, man, I don't want to see this woman get punched in the face right now.
Yeah.
That's a little too much. There's also one in the NFL.
Teachers teaching your kids.
Teachers, females, all females.
Professors, everything?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I'm down with that. Highest level.
I think they care.
Principals.
I think there's a sensitivity, and you care more and when you're teaching a child. In particular, younger children. Like, I think it's just for me, I just think it's more comforting that it's female teachers, because I think they're
But that's what I'm saying, all the way up into the professor, like dean of school, like that level.
I don't mind it at that level.
It's either
because again, I went to college, and it was like I had male and female professors, and it didn't really make a difference to me at that level, where it was just like, I didn't really care. Knowing what I know now, looking back at college and professors and all that stuff, and like kind of, speaking at a few and knowing the inside thing of like what it's really like. Most professors just want to get tenure, and they just don't give a shit. And you're paying so much money that you're like, all right, cool. So that's one of them where it's not necessarily the thing. Dentist. I want a male dentist though.
I don't know. I had a really good female dentist.
I did,
like, awesome.
I had a great female dentist assistant as a kid, and truthfully, she did all the work. So yeah, I would say yeah. On that one, I would definitely say yeah.
You definitely want some sensitivity and caring, as you say, is our traits.
Yes,
that are the best.
Yes.
You definitely want that in your mouth. For me,
yeah,
she was great. What was I gonna say?
But
something else.
What other profession?
Yeah.
Filmmakers?
Oh no. You've dealt with this. So TV executives, you've dealt with both male and female.
Oh boy,
right?
I could. Now this one I could rail on men. I
want them to
yes,
be men?
Yep. I want them to be men, and the problem is like a lot of them are women at a lot of channels, and it's just they don't get male humor and all that stuff. Like, it's gross. And
producers.
Look, a hard ass. If you meet a powerful female producer, she's gone through some shit.
Yeah. And
she's used to it being a boys' club.
Mm-hmm.
So a good, strong female producer, they went through some shit, and they're a hard ass.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I'm going through some shit.
Yeah.
Right now.
I had you know what? Yeah, exactly.
You just get shit on, you guys. You get tested.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I had a female entertainment lawyer in Los Angeles for a while.
How was that?
Here's the thing. She was attractive. She was really attractive. And when we went in there, it was my buddy and me, Joey. We shared the same attorney for this show and for other projects we did together. We went in there, we were like, and they were like, oh, hi, so-and-so is going to be, I'm not going to say her name because she ended up going super high powered jobs where it was like, but I'm talking like head of Yahoo, head of like studios, and you're just like, God damn it. So when we walked in, and we were, I want to say, I was like, 06. So we were, I want to say we were in our late 20s, 27, 28, somewhere in there. When we had this, and they were like, we're going to have this hot ass lawyer thing. We got in there, me and him were looking at each other. We were like, God damn. And like, immediately we started hitting on her.
Sure.
Shot us down with just like, cold as ice
Yeah.
of just like, hey guys,
Yeah.
can we put
You
it?
can't show.
She was like,
yeah.
can we stop the shit here? She goes, you know how many times I've been hit on this in an all male industry like this, and I was just like, oh, all right, yeah, I'm really really sorry. And this contract she negotiated for us, she was a flat out gangster and got shit done. Where it was just like,
Yeah.
God damn it. And it was so yeah. I don't mind a female entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
A trial lawyer is a different thing if
Sure.
I'm trying to get off a murder, but female entertainment lawyer, she was a boss, a
Right.
gangster. But I will say one thing though.
Okay.
After the deal was done, this massive deal was done. I had to go and work on this project for about 18 months. So another contract from myself wasn't coming in for a while.
Mm-hmm.
About 3 or 4 months after the contract was done, bring, I got a call. She wanted to go out.
No.
Yeah, cracked through the shell. Through the shell. But I got to the inner workings of it. Never married, never had kids. Her family had always wanted her to get married and have kids and all this shit. But the job of being a lawyer, she said she had worked her ass off too long and too hard to get to the position she was in. She was like, I'm not going to give that up and take a backseat to somebody and have a family over it. And I was like, boss ass bitch. And she jumped again to like the head of, I want to say it was Yahoo or Amazon, somewhere powerful, and then a studio and whatever. And she's richer than God now. And I randomly came across her on Facebook. She friended me a while back, and no family or kids or nothing. You can't. And I think that's one of those things to put a bow on this. It's one of those things where if you're a woman and you're going for a super high powered job like that, you can't have a family and you can't do that shit because it's
so it's unfair a lot of the times to put the same things on us as far as like we have to sacrifice so much to be like wife and mom.
Right.
You don't do that, go.
Yes.
Do it.
And
be a bulldog, be hardcore, like do all that stuff, but like you can't have the same like expectations of someone that has to sacrifice and get out of the workforce and do all this stuff. Like you just can't.
And I think that's why there are less females in high powered jobs like that doing that. You have to choose, and that's a hard choice.
You don't have to choose. But it's hard.
Yeah,
it's really really hard.
It's really difficult. So like I don't want this to be like we're against men or women doing certain jobs. So, sometimes look, you make decisions in this life based on what you want out of life, and it's not always about your fucking job or what you want to do. So I don't want to shit on anybody who does that, but there's certain preferences when you go out into the world where you're like, hey, I'd like this over this.